Greetings and a very warm welcome from the heart of Wellington here at CTV Sports Studios. My name is Jan-Erik Frank, and on behalf of everybody here at CTV Sports, I'd like to welcome you to the much anticipated final of the Metropolitan Cup 6-Goal 2025. If, and we hope you have been enjoying and following the action from the get-go, we started off with 9 teams coming out of 3 different brackets. We're now left down with 2 teams. The 3 Graces playing in the grey shirts and Victory Polo in white. And we're coming to you live, of course, from Grand Champions Polo Club for this final. Field number 5. Your umpire, as you can see out on the field, the one and only Dale Schmeits. Just, I hope at least, we'll be getting the players to line up, so we'll be doing a proper presentation of the 2 teams. And I'll tell you, of course, how these 2 teams got through their brackets and through their preliminary games into the final. And I can see that they are kind of lining up, but maybe not the way I was wanting them to. So I think we're going to probably go straight in with a throw-in. Temperatures are quite high at the moment here. Southern Florida never disappoints when it comes to plenty of sunshine. And of course, Grand Champions Polo Club and CTV Sports never disappoint when it comes to bringing you everything from 6 to 26 goal. And maybe my words somehow did come across the airways. Players, I do believe, are now lining up. We will have an official player presentation. So strap yourselves in, all to play for. Grand Champions Polo Cup field number 5, Victory Polo. They're in the white shirts, just to give you a little heads up on that. And the 3 Graces in the grey shirts. And of course, tradition, always very important. I like to start always where there is a young lady playing, and we have a young lady on that field in the pink helmet, and she will be leading her team. So I think when we're good to go, let's start with the presentation. Please give a warm welcome to Rebecca Cohen at number 1 for the 3 Graces. There she is. Then at number 2, wow, what a cracking tournament he's had, Artemio Figueras. Give it up for Artemio, coming in at the number 2 position, playing off 2 goals. And then right behind him, a dear friend of mine, great to see him here at Grand Champions Polo Club, the one and only Justin Daniels, playing at number 3, also of 2 goals. And at back, the one and only Mr. Juan Bollini, who I'm sure will be doing everything he can to push his team to that victory podium. Over now to the white shirts, we have Victory Polo, led by the number 1. Please give it up for Mr. Kevin Schmeits. There he is. Good luck. Kevin at number 2, also with a very, very good tournament. Bruce Gottwald playing in the number 2 position, coming in off -1. And then we go straight to the 4-goaler, playing at number 3, Segundo Caimi, who's been entertaining us with some fantastic polo. And at back, playing off 3 goals, Marcos Bignoli. Both teams coming in off a 6-goal handicap. Your mounted official, the one and only Dale Schmeits. We're making sure that the 2 teams play according to the rules and regulations. So, as I said, 9 teams started off in this 6-goal Metropolitan Cup 2025. We're down to the final 2. The 3 Graces in grey, Victory Polo in white. The 3 Graces, they won their last game, which of course was the semi-final, beating Smithfield Farms by 5 to 4.5. Very close game that was. And Victory Polo took care of business, taking on Tough Rider, beat them quite convincingly 6 to 2 in their semi-final. So, going to the action, and I can see that barely had that ball been thrown in. No more than 12 seconds elapsed, and we have our first hit from the spot. It would appear a penalty 5A quickly taken, and in favour of the 3 Graces, taken by Juan Bollini, getting things underway. Straight away with a nice drop shot into the danger zone. Rebecca Cohen gets a touch, and it's put through. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that was by the number 4. I have to have another look at that. It's very bright out there, but to me, it looked like that was the number 4 getting the final touch. That, of course, would have meant Artemio, beg your pardon, the number 2 just gets his mallet in there. So Artemio Figueras picking up his first goal of this final after a perfect pass from Senor Juan Bollini, making it 1-0. Both teams coming in off 6 goals, no advantage given on the handicap, and away we go. Back to the halfway line they come. Ball's in play. And a drive now, a second drive. This is picked up nicely here by Mr. Daniels. The finishing touch under the neck. Slightly overcooked it. And it's picked up again by the man who scored just a few seconds ago, Artemio Figueras. Lots of space here, lots of room to work in. And clearly that seems to be the strategy from the get-go. As much pressure on the opponent as possible. This one going just slightly wide. But the 3 Graces coming out here, all guns blazing, clearly with a message, we want to win this. So where we go now with Marcos Bignoli. Straight down the middle, looking for a white shirt. Once again, coming in very early to stop that and shutting that play down. Artemio turns. Surrounded there by white shirts. Nice little clever cheeky play there. Gives it back to Bollini. Bollini with a drive and a cut shot as well. And that's going to land just where he wanted it, on the inside of that right-hand post. Juan Bollini picking up goal number 2 here for the 3 Graces. Clever to see how Artemio drags 2 defending players with him, allowing Bollini all the space he needs, and then just unloads one from a good, I would say, 70 yards out, making it 2-0. We are still in the first chukker, but the 3 Graces definitely getting off to the better start here in this final of the Metropolitan Cup 6-goal 2025. Back to the halfway line they go. Ball's in play. And I think, I was going to say, for the first time, the Whites Victory Polo have actually won a throw-in, but that was short-lived because once again, the 3 Graces and Artemio Figueras getting a lot of touches here early on in this opening period of play. Yeah, he knew he had Bollini behind him. Bollini, of course, a man who can read the polo game like no other. Sends Artemio back downfield, tries to keep it in play. The little back shot just going out of bounds. And I wouldn't be surprised if we will see our first courtesy change of the match, which indeed we will, which gives me a chance to also tell you we've got some exciting news coming up next weekend, especially on Sunday. Grand Champions Polo Club will yet again be raising the bar, making history with the World Polo League now, of course, in its 7th season. The opening match, which will also be the final of the All-Star Challenge Riemenschneider Memorial. Now, what is so special? Well, let me tell you that on Sunday, February the 16th, i.e. next Sunday at 4 p.m., the season opening All-Star Challenge final, the Riemenschneider Memorial will feature two 32-goal teams. Yes, indeed, with 3 10-goalers playing in the competition for this coveted trophy. So a 64-goal clash. Casablanca, made up of Grant Ganzi, 3 goals, Sapo Cassette, 9, Tommy Pinello, 10, and Juan Martinero, also of 10, playing against Santa Rita with Camacho Pierres, 6 goals, Nick Roldan, 7, and then Pablo McDonough, the other 10-goaler, and Juan Martin Zubia, 9 goals. So you definitely want to make a note in your diary. Sunday, the 16th of February, 4 p.m., the All-Star Challenge here at Grand Champions Polo Club, 32 goals. And straight away, I'll be telling you a little bit more about that a little bit later. Straight away after that, on Monday, the Polo Training Foundation will be back, thriving, building future generations. And next up will be the 44th Avon Daniel Memorial and Taqueria President's Cup. I'll tell you a little bit more about that as the broadcast goes on. Players are back out on the field, and it's a knock-in for Victory Polo, taken quickly there by Marcos Bignoli. Shut down early, at least they're trying to, with Justin Daniels. Daniels, of course, a workhorse and a man you can put in any position. Didn't quite get that backhand shot he was hoping for. Caimi, Segundo Caimi, the 4-goaler, highest rated player on the field with a nice drive up to the front door. But once again, Artemio Figueras, very quick. Another one of those all-star talent players who can play in any position. Drives that one down, looking this time for Daniels. Daniels, does he have the faster horse? He does. There is an appeal. The umpire says play on. Daniels still gets a challenge coming in from Caimi. Caimi wins it and will turn things around. Well, not very long, as that backhand shot didn't quite have the length he was hoping for. In comes, I'm not sure if that was Kevin Schmeits or Bruce Gottwald, the number 2 and the number 1, the 2 attacking players. Pace picking up nicely now here in this final, but again it's stolen on the boards here by Artemio Figueras. I was about to say, normally you'd see Juan Bollini coming in. He's normally got that position covered. Bignoli, on the other hand, he read it a little bit quicker. A drive straight down through the center. Will it have the legs? Well, he was looking for, and he found, his number 1 at the front there, Kevin Schmeits. Not able to quite push it through, and then over on the left-hand side, let's have another look who put that one through. The drive came from Bignoli, and we had a foul just before that ball went through. There you see the hook. Yeah, could just slightly have been a little bit of an uneven ride-off there as Bignoli and Bollini rubbed each other. So despite the ball going through, there was indeed a foul. But it did look like they were getting very close in picking up their first score here in this match. Quickly taken from the spot, a penalty 5A. On the side backhand shot. Left behind. Nice little turn here. Told to leave it with the number 3, Segundo Caimi. Oh, cleverly played. Very nicely done. Keep your head down. Follow through. That looks pretty straight to me from the number 2, Bruce Gottwald. 1 touch, and the ball is through. Bruce Gottwald picking up a very important first goal here for Victory Polo with just a little over a minute remaining in the first chukker. Yeah, very nicely done. Very nicely done. We like that here at CTV Sports. As I say, clock ticking down, and that was an important goal for Victory Polo after the 3 Graces came out so strong, winning, I would say, the majority of those throw-ins. Ball's back in play. We're down to the last 40 or so seconds. On the near side, picked up, and away we go. Have they got the time? Man with the number 3, Segundo Caimi. Steals it, steers it. Now the finishing touch. Tries to just put it through, but hello. And it stopped on the line, cleared by Bollini. Juan Bollini, a lot of time, has a little glance at the clock, the last few seconds remaining. Just wants to hold on to the ball for as long as he possibly can. In comes out Bruce Gottwald again for a challenge. Bollini keeping his composure, holding on to that ball. surely that clock will have run down, and that will bring us to the end of a very exciting first chukker. So the three Graces, flexing those Graces, picking up 2 goals, 2 early goals here in the first chukker. Victory Polo coming back with a very important goal right at the end. Stay with us. There's more to come here on CTV Sports when we return for chukker number 2.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Once again, a warm welcome here at CTV Sports. My name is Jan-Erik Frank, and on behalf of the entire crew at CTV Sports, I'd like to welcome you to the final of the Metropolitan Cup 6 Goal 2025. The entire crew here are glued to our sets here, to our screens, watching this, which has been an absolutely fantastic tournament, and the build-up to this final very, very closely. Dale Schmeits, your mounted official, will get things underway. 2-1 if you've just tuned in. The three Graces in grey, led by Rebecca Cohen at number 1. Artemio Figueras, who picked up a goal in that first chukker, at number 2, playing of 2 goals. Justin Daniels playing at number 3, also of 2 goals. And Juan Bollini with a cracking goal right before the end of that first chukker. That is the three Graces. In white, we have Victory Polo, led by Kevin Schmeits at number 1. Bruce Gottwald, who picked up a goal, a very important goal, in that first chukker right towards the end. And then Segundo Caimi, the 4-goal, highest rated player on the field. And Marcos Bignoli, both teams coming in off 6 goals. We go back to the action, 2-1, and it's a drive for the three Graces. And Juan Bollini trying to inch his way a little bit further forward before he unloads a shot. Left behind, and that drive, I believe, also just going out of bounds. Artemio Figueras ran into a little bit of traffic there, so dodging a very important bullet. They were knocking on their door, as Marcos Bignoli will get things underway again here for Victory Polo. Little pick up there by Caimi, Segundo Caimi, but three Graces standing very, very tight, making those spaces even smaller, and by doing so, not allowing Victory Polo to get, or to make the play that they would want to make. An appeal there from Bollini, as he believed Segundo Caimi was riding his way, but it's a sandwich, so they let that play on. And of course, as you know, in the world of polo, you cannot tackle a play up from both sides. So hit from Bollini, just going wide, and again, I need to get keep an eye on him. He can take a shot from anywhere in the field and cause havoc and danger. Second attempt here in chukker number 2. Marcos Bignoli trying to find an open gap, a little bit of space for Victory Polo to Well, at least get to the halfway line. Again, it's short-lived. Bollini having another go. This time he's going to walk and play this one himself. Bollini, the under the neck shot. A little bit of a backspin on that. And the finishing touch there, hitting the post by the number 2, Artemio Figueras. So really pressing hard, the 3 Graces, and disrupting any kind of a flow that Victory Polo are trying to build up here. Again, standing very deep in their opposition's half. Bollini there, the first man they had to get past. And Bollini will chase and follow every ball he can. Little neck, a little backhand shot here. Picked up now by Figueras. He knows it's his right of way. Caimi needs to allow a little bit of space for him to make the play. Nicely taken on the near side. That's all above board. And again, but pushed by Bollini. And Artemio Figueras. They're on the boards. Having to do a lot of stick work here. Segundo Caimi. Now maybe a chance for Bignoli to break away. The 3 Graces coming back very quickly here to form that last line of defense. On the boards, Bignoli. Still pushing further through. A little bit of luck there from the pony. And for the first time in a long time, the 3 Graces actually in, well, shooting distance at least of that goal. Bit of a difficult angle here. Having to work very hard. Bignoli now, the question is, who did that ball come off? Did it come off a defending player? Let's see what the umpire, Del Schmeits, makes of that. A lot of traffic in front of that goal mouth. Bignoli trying to find a little, just the smallest of gaps. He was up against Artemio Figueras. There you see the ball going over the back line. Difficult to tell. And that'll be reviewed. Remember, the umpire. Right. Well, we're going to have, I've just been told, a courtesy change. Looks like it, well, the mallet wasn't down, so it couldn't have really come off Artemio's mallet. So I'm pretty sure when we come back, we will have a standard knock-in. Remember, we are using the trigger system here, meaning that the umpire can trigger any play and throw it back to us here at the CTV Sports headquarters to have a very close look, frame by frame, of what actually happened in that last play. But if that mallet was up in the air, then of course it couldn't have come off the mallet. So, yep, it would seem that we're going to have a very standard knock-in coming when the players return. I can't tell you enough how excited I and everybody here at CTV Sports is, and of course at Grand Champions Polo Club, for our opening All-Star Challenge Riemenschneider Memorial, which is special, very special this year, as it is a 32-goal team affair. Both teams coming in at 32 goals. And of course, I don't want to take away from the other WPL tournaments, which we'll be featuring. Of course, this being its 7th season, its 7th edition, from February 19th till March the 2nd. The Founders Cup will, of course, be brought to you on your screens March 5th to 23rd, the Palm Beach Open. And right at the end of March, from the 26th until the 12th of April, which is just before Easter, the Triple Crown of Polo. So, the World Polo League is back. We are delighted to have it back for its 7th year. And in case you didn't know, it is the highest level of polo played anywhere in the world outside of Argentina, and right here, the home of champions, where they are born, raised and bred, Santa Rita Polo Farm, and of course Grand Champions Polo Club, which is where we are now, coming to you live from field number 5 for the second part of Chucker number 2, the second half, if you will, after that courtesy change. Currently 2-1 in favor of the 3 Graces. Victory Polo had a bit of a shaky start, but then quickly, after a lot of hard work, managed to at least keep the 3 Graces at bay. They've only had that one shot on goal by Bruce Gottwald, so they need to up that a little bit. but this is now turning out to be a very nice final here, evenly matched. And as I say, still 2-1 in favor of the three Graces. A drive in front of goal, picked up on the near side by you-know-who, Mr. Daniels, Justin Daniels, in the right place at the right time after another superb pass from Artemio Figueras, just holding fire there. He, as you can see, releases and beautifully executed under the neck on the near side by Justin Daniels, making it 3-1 for the three Graces. A little under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. And as I said, after the All-Star Challenge, Riemenschneider Memorial, right afterwards, the day afterwards, we're looking forward to seeing the 100+ players descending their way all the way down here at Santa Rita for the PTF, the Polo Training Foundation 44th Avendano Memorial Antequeria President's Cup. I'll give you a little bit more info about that. Also, if you'd like to join, who you need to contact, where you need to be, and what you need to do. But now let's watch this young man, Segundo Caimi, coming back, difficult angle. But that, oh, and he scored. He scored. What an incredible angle to put that one through. Let's have another look at that. That was a cracking goal here by Segundo Caimi. You can see here, takes it down towards the goal, the angle getting less and less, and then he fires, and just on the inside of that far post, superb goal by the 4-goaler, Segundo Caimi, making it 3-2. Now then, will they have enough time for another throw-in? Well, plenty of time on the scoreboard. You can see it in the background there, running down to 30 seconds. Mr. Daniels would like to get another piece if he can. Artemio, back to Daniels, drops, will probably drop just, no, it stayed in bounds. Thought it might have just gone over the back line. Play continues. New right of way. Stolen there by Bollini. It looked to me like he might have been caught a little bit offside there because the man with the number 3 was definitely there. That will be all she wrote for the first half. We'll find out what happened at that last play. When we return, stay with us if you would. We're looking forward to having you back here. CTV Sports, final of the Metropolitan Cup, 6-goal 2025.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Welcome back, one and all, and once again, a very, very good afternoon. Coming to you here from sunny southern Florida, Grand Champions Polo Club. We're at field number 5 for the second half of the Metropolitan Cup 6-Goal 2025. Great to have you tuning in here with us on this Monday afternoon. If you've just joined us, the scoreline is 3-2 in favor of the Graces. The 3 Graces, let me just quickly give you a reminder who those players are for the 3 Graces. Rebecca Cohen playing at number 1, off -1, Artemio Figueras, the first of our 2 goalers, playing at number 2, Justin Daniels, the second playing at number 3, and Juan Bollini playing at number 4. All of those last 3 names have all picked up a goal already. For Victory Polo in the white shirts, we've got Kevin Schmeits at number 1, Bruce Gottwald at number 2, picked up a goal in the first chukka, playing off -1. Then we've got Segundo Caimi picking up a very important goal here at the end of chukka number 2. He's on the ball as I speak, coming through the middle. Caimi, will he get round the outside of Justin Daniels? Well, there is another man in a white shirt who will pick this up. Unfortunately, couldn't quite make the connection there. Marcos Bignoli, and out of the 3rd row, if you will, and I think a very well-deserved goal. Once again, Segundo, who, as you can see, disappears on the right hand of your screen, comes back into play. Beg your pardon. Yeah, there he is with the number 3. He disappeared, comes back in. So Segundo Caimi picking up a very, very important third goal. And with that, of course, the equaliser. It is 3 apiece. It's game on here of the final of the Metropolitan Cup 6 goal. Back to the halfway line. The 3 Graces winning that throw-in. A little touch there by Bignoli. The little backhand, cleverly played, looking for Caimi, Segundo Caimi. Now, Victory Polo are flowing very nicely. Getting that ball back into the half of the 3 Graces. Pushed. Good a bit of defense here by Daniels, but he's still on the ball. Segundo Caimi, a little bit of a miss hit. And that'll be thanked. He'll be very thankful for that, as Justin Daniels will try and run away with it. An appeal for a whistle. Umpire says play on. The cut shot here from Daniels. He slightly overcut it. Now the whistle does come. Let's just see here what actually happened. Daniels sends it out to the left. Yeah, and that was that little bump there right at the back, running into the back of that player, of course. A little bit unlucky. I'm sure that was unintentional, but good call by our mounted official here. That bump, that ride-off coming in from behind is, of course, a foul. So, well done, as always, the man who's got eyes in the back of his head. And I'm sure Daniels, after he slightly overcooked it, you can see it here, I'm looking at it on my screen, he sends it out to the left, and coming in was the man with the number 4. So let's wait and see what our mounted official decides to do there. As I say, I'm pretty sure that was absolutely unintentional. But nice to see how this game is opening up now. Very good pace, and we've seen that throughout this 6-goal Metropolitan Cup. And the level, not only of the players, but also of the ponies, has been exceptionally high. And of course, we will be having a prize presentation right after this game, so do stick around for us, or with us, for that, which will take place right after the 4th and final chukker. So, Dale Schmeits just awarding, of where that foul took place. A free hit from the halfway line, a penalty 5B, a long drive once again from Marcos Bignoli. Little bump there, that was all legit. The backhand, nothing that Segundo Caimi could have done there. Yeah, but they got lucky. Little chip shot out to the left. Can he run away with it? Just up before the halfway line. Daniels playing the rotation now, playing the number 4 position. Will drive that out. A bit too far for Rebecca Cohen to get to. On the near side, elegantly picked up by Artemio Figueras. Now he's surrounded there by 2 white defenders. Caimi could not control it. And Rebecca there, just coming across. I'm sure you can see it on your screens as well. It all started here with the, oh, he just got a piece of it. Artemio, very, very quick. And as you can see, Rebecca there just a little bit unlucky, as that new right away had already been firmly established. 3:28. They're going to go for another quick courtesy change. Chance for me to tell you a little bit more about the up-and-coming PTF, the 44th Avon Daniel Memorial and Taqueria President's Day Cup. The PTF has been teaching youth confidence and discipline, hard work and leadership for the youngsters through the sport of polo since 1967. The PTF Executive Director Jennifer McLeavy said our junior programs allow the future generations of players to compete in a fun and inclusive environment with their peers. She went on to say that the national polo population has now spread across the country. Some young players have no peers at their club and practice solely with the adults. In addition to the February 17th Avondale Memorial Taqueria President's Day Cup, other Florida events are due to be held on March 3rd. That's the Major Colin Memorial. March 24th, the Buzz Walker and Sunset Polo Club. And April 19th, the Jimmer Newman Memorial. So plenty of polo coming your way through the PTF. And for those interested in participating in any of the up-and-coming events, there is, of course, the Florida Junior Polo registration form available on the website, or you can contact McClevey directly at jmcleevey@polotraining.org. Players are back out on the field. 3 goals apiece, and away we go with a hit from the spot in favor of Victory Polo. Fortunately, did not quite get through as the 3 Graces. And Artemio Figueras doing exactly as he's told to leave that one for Bollini. Bollini, the driving force behind that team, feels very comfortable playing that number 4 position to then disperse the balls wherever he needs them, wherever his attacking players may be. But I've got to say, Victory Polo, who, if you're watching from the beginning, had a bit of a shaky start, have come back very strong, especially here in this second half. Rebecca Cohen there getting a touch. And another whistle will stop the play. And it looks like to the dismay of Signor Bollini. Dale Schmeits, our mounted official, just giving exact instructions of how and where he wants that ball to be placed. Yeah, and I can understand why Bollini might be a little bit upset with that. He did have a man right in front of him. Let's see what the outcome of that play is. Looks like it's going to stay in favor of the 3 Graces. Seem to be very, very confident that that should have gone their way. And having looked at the footage, it does make sense. But the final word, of course, is that of the mounted official. And no mistake for Artemio Figueras, picking up his 2nd goal of the match, putting the 3 Graces back in the lead by 4 goals to 3. A little, 2.5 minutes remaining here in the penultimate chukker. But they've done it once before. So let's see if and how Victory Polo will respond after this this goal scored by Artemio Figueras. Ball's back in play on the halfway line. They're all battling it out to try and get possession. Left behind for Artemio, and I think he was eyeing up Rebecca Cohen. She was making her way towards that goal mouth. Bollini, deflection. Bignoli, he's got it. He's got a bit of space. He's got to be careful. In comes Daniels. Daniels needs to allow him to make the play. And Bignoli, why not indeed give it a crack from a long shot out. Looking for Bruce Gottwald. He was right there as well. But the 3 Graces have got possession back again. Bollini sending all of his attacking players up. The little lofted shot out back to Artemio Figueras. Not quite as long as he would have liked. Daniels, good supporting play here. Looking to send it back to Artemio. Down comes the hammer from Segundo Caimi. Looking for Bruce Gottwald. And then there's always that Mr. Juan Bollini, making sure that that back door is tightly locked, not letting anybody go through. And then his precision passes here. Another one of those superb passes from Bollini, looking for Figueras. In comes Daniels. Daniels, can he run it all the way? Down came the hammer. A little backhand shot, but Bollini was there waiting for that exact play to take place. He's got possession. Juan Bollini now along the boards. Big pun along the side of the back line, and it's pushed through. Wouldn't mind having another look at that. Here you can see Bollini work. Yeah. Well, will be given to the man with the number 2, Artemio Figueras, and that'll bring us to the end of Chukka number 3. So 2-1, the 3 Graces win. I'm sure you will be just as much as I'm excited to see what happens, what Victory Polo will pull out the bag when we come back for the 4th and final Chukka.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Well, what can I say? You couldn't make this script up. What a thrilling final we've been watching so far. We had the equaliser coming in that last Chukka by Segundo Caimi, making it 3 goals apiece. And then the 3 Graces once again turning on the heat, very much so, with 2 cracking goals coming in from Artemio Figueras. They left the field at the end of the third, 5-3. And another one of those drives was exactly what Juan Bollini wanted his team to do, and they did very well, picking up, as I say, 2 goals in that last Chukka. They have once again created that 2-goal cushion, making it, as I say, 5-3. So and we're very excited and keen to see how Victory Polo will respond. It's all for them to do now. Bollini, I'm sure, will have a strategy for this being the 4th and final period of play with a lead of 2 goals. Looks like he might have had a little knock on his back there. Play for the moment seems to continue, and I can see Bollini's just dismounted. Let's hope he's okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that that ball, which has just gone out of bounds, will stop the action. Yeah, it did look like he had something knock him in his back there. Let's hope he hasn't sustained anything too serious. I'm just having a look at it here on my screen here at the CTV Sports Studio replay. He's working it. And then he gets a knock from, yeah, it looks like it might have been a horse's head that just somehow nicked him or nubbed him there right at the back. Clearly enough of a situation for him to have to dismount. But he's on his feet. He's on his feet, and a little complaining always gets rid of any kind of pain. And I'm sure there was no malice intended by whichever horse thought they'd have a little nip at Mr. Bollini. Yeah, that looked more like a kiss to me than a little nip. But he seems to be in quite a bit of pain. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll have a little commercial break and keep you updated, of course, on the whereabouts of Juan Bollini. Make sure you stay with us. Still plenty of action to come here. 4th and final Chukka of the Metropolitan Cup 6 goal when we return.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Once again, great to have you with us. The good news is Juan Bollini is okay. He's back in the saddle. Still rubbing his back a little bit, so clearly not in the most comfortable of positions. But as I say, no malice intended by, well, the horse for sure, who seemed to, well, it looked to me like she was just trying to give him a little peck on the back there, but might have just had a little nip at him. He's okay, and he should actually be quite happy with the way things are going at the moment for his team. The three Graces are in the lead by 5 goals to 3. 2 goals in succession coming from Artemio Figueras in that last chukker, and just the 1 goal coming from Segundo Caimi. And that's put them once again exactly where they want to be. So let's hope that is literally just a little nip and nothing too serious for Juan Bollini, who does look like he's suffering a little bit. Just waiting for the umpire to call play to get the 4th and final chukker underway. And as I said, we will be having a prize presentation right afterwards, so do stay with us for that. The best playing pony, the most valuable player, the runners-up, of course, and the winners, who at the moment look like they could be the 3 Graces, but we've seen it, and not only in this game, but on so many occasions, that the team then gets a second win, and they find the strength, the courage, and the hard work. Of course, you've always got to put a lot of hard work into a game of polo, especially finally, if you want to leave the field victorious. I think we're about ready to go. As I said, just waiting for the umpire to call play, and away we go. And it'll be Mr. Bollini himself to send that ball out to the left-hand side. Good pick-up here by Artemio Figueras. Very well mounted, very fast pony, trying to control it, takes the pace out a little bit, and you can see on that line, and there he was coming out on your screen from the bottom, Marcos Bignoli steals the ball back, gives it over to Segundo Caimi, making his way downfield is Bruce Gottwald. Now then, can Bruce get another piece of this, or will he back up? He's going to back up behind Segundo. Segundo! Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky indeed. And I like the positioning also of Bruce Gottwald. That really could have been a very important goal here for Victory Polo. It wasn't to be. So the 3 Graces this time dodging a very important bullet. And it looks like Mr. Bollini's healed very nicely, very quickly. And away we go with another knock-in for the 3 Graces, courtesy of Juan Bollini. Deflection. And a steal by Segundo Caimi. Caimi will now get I was going to say get rewarded, but that looks more like, well, definitely not rewarded. He probably didn't expect to steal that ball of Juan Bollini. He did, and to his own surprise, thought, hang on a minute, I should be scoring here. So he'll be kicking himself, I'm sure, after that little play. Bollini knocks it in again. Will we have a repeat? Again, a deflection. Again from Segundo Caimi. Now then, into the danger zone. Is anybody there to put it through? Well, we're very much within the realms of being a Remington. So twice now, Segundo Caimi, based on where he was positioned, disrupting that flow of the 3 Graces in the knock-in by Bollini. This time, no mistake. Bollini, oh, hang on, I've spoken too soon because he was there again. 3rd time lucky, you would think, or you might say. Bollini clears it. Little backhand shot, he got a piece of it. That can Bruce Gottwald turn. Well, I think it's safe to say we can definitely call this 3rd time unlucky. But the tenacity here of Segundo Caimi, you've got to definitely give him an A for effort here. Very unlucky not to have picked up one of those goals here, one of those situations which which could have led to a goal. So with that, you see the time does not stand still. We're going to have another courtesy change, the last of the match. Still no score here in the fourth and final chukker. A chance for me to remind you, and not only remind you what I'm about to say, but to remind you to get your diary out, if you still use a diary, and put it in that diary. The Grand Champions Polo Club will be making history next Sunday with the World Polo League season opening All-Star Challenge Riemann Schneider Memorial. Sunday the 16th of Feb, that is next Sunday at 4 p.m. And this is, I just love reading this, the 64-goal clash. Casablanca will be taking on Santa Rita. Casablanca will be made up of Grant Ganzi, plays of 3 goals, Sapo Cassette 9, Tommy Pinello 10, and Juan Martinero also 10. Santa Rita with Tamacho Pierres, Nick Roldan, Tamacho playing off 6, Nick Roldan 7. Pablo McDonough, the third 10-goaler in that lineup. And, of course, Juan Martin Zubia, who on paper is 9, but in my mind he's definitely a 10-goaler, if not very close to being a 10-goaler. So that is what's going to happen. And only right here, Grand Champions Polo Club. You really don't want to miss that next Sunday. And then the Monday after, the 17th of Feb at Santa Rita Polo Farm, the PTF, the Polo Training Foundation, with its 44th Avendano Memorial and Taqueria President's Day Cup. So, season heating up very nicely here at Grand Champions Polo Club, and you know that CTV Sports, the one and only CTV Sports, will be bringing you all the action. You just need to go to gcpolo.com for an updated schedule, which will be updated on a daily basis, so make sure you check that out. And if you haven't already done so, you might also want to get yourself the Grand Champions Polo app, the GCPC app, where you've got polo in your pocket at any time of day or night. Back to the action now we go. Still no score in this fourth and final chukker. It would be nice to see Rebecca get a piece of it. Bellini gets the support there, left behind, and now Mount with the number 3. Yeah, nicely done. Gives it back to Bellini. Daniels to Bellini. Bellini just trying to find a little gap between those last defenders. Still Juan Bellini. Surely he must put us out of his misery now, and he does with a lot of tapping there. Juan Bellini picking up his second goal of this final, and the first goal here in the fourth and final chukker, making it 6 goals to 3 for the Three Graces. A lot of hard work going into that, and then a little flick of the wrist, nothing that Marcos Bignoli could do. He was right in front of him, had to move out of the way. So 6 goals to 3, and I'm sure that will take the pain out of that little nip that he got a little bit early. He's on the ball again, the backhand. Intercepted, nicely done here by the 3-goaler, Marcos Bignoli. Bignoli needs to go around the outside of Artemio Figueras. He did have Segundo Caimi right behind him, but beg your pardon, Daniels with a backhand shot. Nicely teed up for Rebecca Cohen. Bellini wanted to get another piece of it and send her, or keep her on her way. Good non-call there, plenty of space for Artemio Figueras, no imminent danger. Still Artemio looking possibly for Rebecca. She's making her way towards that danger zone. Stolen on the near side, but did he come across the right of way there of Artemio Figueras? Looks like he might have done so. We'll have to wait and see what the replay shows us. Here we go. Artemio, you can see him there working the ball. Still has possession. Yeah, coming from right over to the left, literally a right-of-way infringement, clear as day. A little bit unfortunate, and another chance here to make 6 into 7. From the penalty to spot, undefended, 30 yards. And you couldn't get them much straighter than that if you tried. So another cracking goal, making it the 3rd for Artemio Figueras. Turning that 2-goal cushion into a 4-goal cushion, 7 goals to 3 now in favor of the three Graces. The last few seconds are being played down, of course, but they're just not going to have enough time to turn this around, even though, as I said, towards the end of that second chukker, when Victory Polo had found their rhythm, they were getting stronger and stronger into the game. It'd be nice to finish off with or on a high, as Marcos Bignoli will put that one through. No damage done to the 7 goals already scored by the three Graces. And with that, that will be it for the moment, at least. I would like to congratulate the three Graces. Well done, Rebecca Cohen, Artemio Figueras, Justin Daniels, and Juan Bollini. Commiserations, but as I say, a very good comeback, especially towards the end of chukker number 2 for Victory Polo with Kevin Schmeits, Bruce Gottwald, Segundo Caimi, and Marcos Bignoli. Thank you, of course, also to our field side crew out there, our drone pilot, and everybody else here in the studio. We will have a short commercial break. We'll be back for the prize presentation. Stay with us right here for the Metropolitan Cup prize presentation here on CTV Sports.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for staying tuned for the prize presentation of this, the final of the Metropolitan Cup 6 goal. We're delighted to have Rebecca's mum, Carol Hodes, who will be presenting the prizes as all the players make their way up onto the podium. But before we start, I thought we're going to do the pony. Yes, indeed, we're going to do the best playing pony, which of course is a customary tradition that we give at every final. So if Carol would like to just come down, thank you very much. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the pony on your screens just shortly. Her name is Mas D'Alessandro. Oh, sorry, his name should be Mas D'Alessandro. All I can tell you is that she was purchased just only 3 days ago from Chris Campson, so I'm sure that will be a very, very strong pony. And thank you very much, Carol Hodes, for doing the honours. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, out there on the field. Give her a round of applause. The best playing pony. She was ridden by Marcos Bignoli in that first chukker, winning the best playing pony blanket here of the Metropolitan Cup 6 goal 2025. And clearly used to all the attention, very calm. And that will take care of the first part of the prize presentation. As I said, the man who rode her there was the number 4, Marcos Bignoli. So, Carol, we need to get you up there in your position so that we can then get on with the runners-up, of course. The runners-up, and as I say, what a great comeback they had in the second chukker. Wasn't quite enough on the day, but nonetheless, I think well played victory polo. Let's start off with the number 1. Please step forward, Mr. Kevin Schmeits. There he is. Well done. Kevin and the little baby, of course. Beautiful. At number 2, please, a round of applause. He scored a cracking goal in the first chukker, Mr. Bruce Gottwald. Well done, Bruce. At number 3, with 2 cracking goals, 1 in the second, 1 in the third chukker. Please put your hands together for Signor Segundo Caimi. And last, but of course by no means least, the man with the 3 goals on his handicap, the 4 on his shirts, picking up a goal in the fourth chukker. Your hands, please, put together for Mr. Marcos Bignoli. Now over to the winners. And, well, if you watched the entire game like I did, and I'm sure a lot of you around the world did, then you'll have seen how quickly they got off to a very, very good start. It's a great pleasure to ask to please step forward the only lady on that team. Please step forward and get a round of applause. Rebecca Cohen. Well done, Rebecca. And a kiss from Mum is always a good thing. Yeah, a nice little picture too. Now then, at number 2, a man who I've been following for quite some years now. He's coming of age, season on season, picking up a total of 4 goals. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Artemio Figueras. Picked up a goal in the first, 2 goals in the third, and a goal in the fourth chukker. At number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Justin Daniels. Handsome devil, handsome devil. Well done, Justin. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only number 4 player picking up 2 goals, 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth, the one and only Juan Bollini. Well done, Juan. Now, before we ask Victory Polo to take exit stage left, we do, of course, have one more very important award to give, and that is the award of the MVP, the most valuable player. And I kind of gave it away by saying that he scored 4 goals. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to the MVP of the Metropolitan Cup 6 goal 2025, because it is Artemio Figueras. Well done, Artemio. And thank you once again, Carol Hodes. If we can now ask Victory Polo to please exit stage left for the moment that the 3 Graces, I'm sure, have been eagerly waiting for, the presentation of, or the lifting, shall I say, of this beautiful trophy, the Metropolitan Cup. Thank you once again to Carol Hodes, the mum there of the very proud, I'm sure, very proud mum of Rebecca. Yes, can't get into the picture, of course. And with those images, we'd like to leave you here. Thank you so much, one and all, for tuning in here at CTV Sports on this finals day. Reminds me to inform you that we've got the ladies, the Polo School Women's League Polo starting Wednesday, as always, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then, as I said, Sunday, you don't want to miss that. We have the Grand Champions Polo Club All-Star Challenge, Riemenschneider Memorial. Don't miss that. And then the following Monday, the 44th Avon Daniel Memorial Taqueria President's Cup. From all of us here, we leave you with these lovely pictures, congratulating one more time the three Graces winners of the Metropolitan Cup 6 Gold 2025. Thank you for tuning in to CTV Sports. We'll see you next time.